was graduating from middle school in 1963. So I had saved up my money to buy a graduation suit. And as was my wont, I decided to go to the city's most expensive department store to purchase the suit. And I asked the salesman to point to the dressing room. And the salesman looked at me and said, "You know Negroes can't try on clothes here at Garfinkel's," and burst out laughing. I was so humiliated. I literally dropped the suit and ran from the store. When I got outside, I was so angry with myself for that reaction. And I realized, oh, hell no. Discrimination is not for me. And I'm going to have to bring about some changes, doing what I can to make that happen. $250,000, mostly African Americans, coming from all parts of the country to celebrate what we all believed the Constitution had already granted us, the full rights of citizenship, and getting a chance to celebrate that in the fullness of what America promised to be, working to build an America as good as its ideals. And just seeing the people, being part of it, had a profound impact on me in terms of what I ultimately wanted to do with my life and my decision to pursue a career as a lawyer in the civil rights movement. You know, I recognized when I was an undergraduate student that you can challenge the system, but if you really want to have impact, you need to understand the system. And I have to say, Rutgers inspired me to think in those terms. Rutgers inspired me to think of the law as a tool for change. Now, I applied to Rutgers, and Rutgers had just begun a program called the Minority Student Program, which helped to expand opportunity for Black students, students of color, to attend the law school. And one of the people who screened my application was a professor named Alfred Slocum. And I talked with Slocum, who grilled me unmercifully about my interests, why I chose Rutgers, why I wanted to be a lawyer, what I thought I could accomplish. I have to say, Slocum was an extraordinary influence on my life and remains to this day the North Star that I look to for accomplishment and recognition that I'm pursuing the right path. The first and most important lessons that I learned as an advocate for social change is that in a two-party system, you have to have representatives of both parties working together if you're going to be successful. This photo is actually quite famous. It is the hands of George W. Bush signing the Voting Rights Act reauthorization in 2006. And the picture above is a copy of the bill that was given to me by Ted Kennedy, the Senate leader of the effort. So it says, "To Wade, who knew how to make the arc of the universe bend toward justice, with great respect and appreciation for all you did to make this day possible, your friend, Ted Kennedy." So to be admitted to the Hall of Distinguished Alumni is both humbling, but it's also exhilarating. It reaffirms my belief that a career in civil and human rights, that a public career in this area is worthy of recognition. And so it's an extraordinary honor and one that I'm deeply appreciative of. You know, I've been very fortunate to live at a time when change was not only possible, but supported on both sides of the aisle. When Democrats and Republicans come together for important changes in the law, change does happen. Change can be made to happen.